I'm doing this through the school call. So welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Um, the way it's gonna work, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you a few bits, and through the call, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments, and I can answer, or you just can interrupt me if you want. You jump in and you ask the question, and at the end, if there'll be any questions, we can do a Q&A as well. So bear with me for a second to figure out. Yes, I think this one is it. Nice. Can you guys see my screen? There you go. Can everyone see it? I don't hear any of you because your microphone's
Yes, I can see you. I can see Alexander.
Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, welcome everyone and Happy New Year to you guys. And in this workshop, I want to talk about the new year, new me that is happening. So, I've been in the fitness sports industry for over 20 years now. And I know that at this time, there's this trend, new year, new me, but I never agree with this. And I've decided to change it, to do my own one. And it's the new year upgraded me. And what's the link between the fitness, the start of the year, and the business? Because I know that all of you in here, including me, we're in school for business to grow the business. Well, the concept, it is the same for business side as well, because in the first of January, what we do, we sit there and we say, okay, from Monday, because it's happening on Monday, the Monday is coming soon as well now. We as entrepreneurs, we think like, okay, from Monday, I'm gonna start posting more on YouTube. From Monday, I'm gonna start engaging my community. From Monday, I'm gonna refine my offer. From Monday, so on, so on. I'm gonna do from Monday. But why I don't agree with this new me, and I've changed it, made it my own to upgraded me. Well, there is a subtle, if I can say, difference. New me focuses on change. The new me wants to change something. And most of the time, it is not sustainable because we're trying to change so many things at once. And we rush into changing. And over time, this will rely on willpower. And I want to ask you guys, if you can drop in the comments, have you ever been through this new year, new me phase, regardless if it's like fitness, anything personal, health wise, business wise? Have you ever tried to do anything like this? And you can put it in the comments, or you can say it on the microphone if you did done it before.
Alexander,
Yeah.
I would like to come in. And I think that for me, it's just that I feel like I strengthen my inner critic by making all these false, promises to myself and then not going through them. I feel like eventually it takes a hit on my self-esteem because I am basically telling myself that I can only make promises and not really like fulfill them. So I try not to make the kind of promises that I won't be able to fulfill. And then also another thing that I have learned along the way is that I need to get over the vulnerability and really like put my hand out there and tell people that I need help. That I am not some messiah that can save herself all the time. Sometimes I need to be saved and I need to put my hand up for it.
Yes.
So I have a lot of mixed feelings around New Year resolutions.
Bless you. Yes, exactly. With the new me, we tend to make so many promises to ourselves, and sometimes we're not even sure if we can sustain these changes that we want. So we rely a lot on willpower to go through the changes, to do the things that we promised ourselves to do them. But the upgraded me, the one that I decided to change to, which makes more sense to me, it's to focus on improving, to look at the things that we already have now. What are the skills, the experience, even the smallest resource that we have with us, to take that and look at it and improve that, work on with that. When it comes about business, we tend to look at others who are way ahead of us and think of only if I would have that, only if I would have known how to do this, only if I would have the experience or the clients or the audience, the likes, the profile, the whatever others have, I could have obtained that result. I could have been so far ahead. But in reality, we we have our own set of skills. We have that one thing which is unique to us, and we can build something beautiful upon that. And when we look at things from this perspective and we work on improving from this perspective, we rely on internal motivation. So if you know about motivation, there are two sets: internal to us and external. Internal motivation, it's based on our goals, our views, the things that make us feel happy, and these goals are set by us, by our intentions. External motivation can be things like money, fame, views, and other things which are external. Okay, but this will to improve on that thing, no, regardless of how small it is. Q, when you came to work with me, you ask me if what you have, what you are trying to build now, it is valuable, if I see the value in it, and if I believe if this is going to work for you. And I said that what you have, what you've built last year, it is so powerful, and women out there, they absolutely need it. This is your thing, unique to you, and you shouldn't change or try to copy someone else, but build on this unique power, the strength that you have right now. So, if you want a visual explanation to see the difference between the two, this is how we look when we switch from willpower to internal motivation. At some point, we start the new me. We are excited about the new image, the new goals that we want to achieve, the things that we want to do. But then along the line, we cannot sustain the change, and we rely on willpower, and this willpower will run out, and we are getting frustrated, stressed. We're working too hard, and it's not realistic. But when we are using internal motivation, now don't get me wrong, not every single day is going to be like this, turning up daily, being super happy. But what it means is that when you have this powerful internal motivation, regardless of the obstacles, the challenges, the ups and downs that you are encountering through your work, through the year, you'll have the mindset of, I know I'm going to make it through. I'm going to sit down and figure things out, because you want to succeed no matter what. If it's building a new skill, creating a new relationship, asking people how to solve the problem. So this is the difference between the two. And another thing about the new me versus the upgraded me is that the new me is governed by this question: what do I want to get? Okay? In business, if we think now, by the end of 2026, what do I want to get? Do I want to get 300, 500, 1K new members in my community? Do I want to get, you know, the star into my community? Do I want to get 50K per month income? Is what do I want to get, and what do I have to do? To take it to the other extreme now, if we think about, to give an example, what do I want to get? I want to get a business like Alex Hormozy. Now I want to for you to make this exercise and let me know how you feel about it. So saying that your dream for end of 2026 is to have a business like Alex Hormozy's got it to his level. And I will say, okay, now tomorrow morning I will give you the exact schedule, the exact plan that you need with all the steps, everything that you have to do daily, starting from tomorrow until 30th of December 2026. Have you got kids? No problem. We're looking after your kids. Do you have a family? Do you want to cook for them? No problem. That's done, sorted for you. All you have to do is every day to follow the plan and do it. Do you honestly think that even with a fully planned schedule for you, step by step, will you be able to execute everything that it is in the schedule to get that ultimate goal? And if you're still here, I want to hear your opinion. Do you think that if you have a plan like this, you'll be able to execute daily? Yeah? Probably it's going to be a little bit hard. Why? Because we don't have the skills, the experience, the abilities that Alex Hormozzi's got for him to run the business. Even if we know what to do, we'll not be able to get the thing. So now the upgraded me is governed by this question: who do I want to become in 2026 to achieve my ultimate goal? Because when we become, we build the skills, the abilities, the experience that will bring us the goal, the results that we want. So if you want tonight or tomorrow or when you have a moment, before you think of your business, before you think of all the things that you like to achieve in 2026, will be a super, super nice exercise for you to sit down and to think of who do you actually want to become? Who is the person that will achieve all your dreams that you have for 2026? And you can think of these core life areas. We have personal development, health and well-being, finances, professional career, and even further relationships and lifestyle. Who do you need to become in these areas for you to achieve these skills? Because in the end of the day, it's about becoming the person that achieves the ultimate outcome. It's not getting the thing, but it's being the person who is able to achieve the goals. And for those of you who have a community and you want to get more clarity, you can go in even more depth and ask yourself, by the end of 2026, what do you want, what do I want my business or community to be known for? What is that one specific thing to you that also your business needs to become to be known for? You can write these things down on a piece of paper and maybe think through the weekend about them and see how you feel about them. Now, if you're feeling a little bit confused and you ask yourself, okay, what are these things to do with the main topic of the workshop? How to build a coaching business without overwhelm, even if you um, you don't know what to do right now, where you are right now. Well, once we have the clear image of the person that we need to become, where we are right now, what skills we have, and what we need to build upon, we need to turn now to our business. And we need to work on a system. Now, if you've been working with me, you know the growth system very well. And I like to keep things super, super simple without fancy names. And the growth system is composed from 4 areas: the offer, we work on the offer, the ideal client, know exactly what we're offering, then the audience, who are those people that we're addressing to who need our offer, and then the no sales call system, because we're not spending every day on long sales calls um, where we feel awkward. And then the success pathway is actually delivering our coaching, making sure that our clients get the super duper cool results and they're super happy with us. Once you have this system installed in your business, everything else will run smoothly outside. And how we're doing that? It's simple. Through content with a lead magnet that will bring people in our community so we can speak with them, we can nurture them, we can get close to them, we can create relationships. By doing so, these people will also gain trust in ourselves, they experience our work, and after that, they feel close to us, and we can make an offer. And they will say, hey, I need to work with you. And then, of course, you work with people. And like I said, you deliver the results that you promised to deliver. So if you are even more confused now, if you think that the system is going way too far from what I spoke in the beginning, there's one missing piece of the puzzle, and that is the 4 growth seasons. Why do you need to know this? It's simple. Once you understand the person that you want to become and what you want your business to become this year, and you have the systems installed, you are super clear on the system that runs behind your business, you have to look to understand in what season you are right now. And that 4 seasons, because that literally resembles the seasons out there: the winter, the summertime, the autumn. And in business, we have the same 4 seasons: foundation, growth, monetization, and integration. They are super important for you to get clear right from the beginning before you create any business plan, because every single action will depend on the season. Now we are in the winter season. If you decide that tomorrow morning I want to go on the beach and I want to get a super lovely tan and I want to swim in the hot water, well, it's not really going to work because it's freezing outside, is it? You're not going to get a tan and probably you're going to be freezing in the water. So you're doing the wrong actions. You want something, but it's not going to work right now. So probably the best thing for you to do if you want to have a nice weekend is to go somewhere in the mountains for some skiing, or stay in the house, enjoy hot chocolate, watch a nice movie. So your actions depends on the season where you are right now for you to be able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So what are these seasons, to go in more depth? The foundation season, the very first season, and I know that some of you here, we are going through the foundation season now through the work that we're doing together. This is the beginning of everything. This is your starting point. But from my experience, because I've been through this as well, and from what I've heard from others, what I've seen from others, many of us, we rush through this season. So this is the point where we need to clarify the offer, understand who is it that we help, ideal client profile, and then set simple systems that get your business up and running, the growth system. Once you have that installed, it's going to run in the background for you. The problem in here is that this season requires a lot of deep and heavy thinking that so many entrepreneurs are not really willing to go through, because it is painful. It feels that you're not getting anywhere. You wake up every morning, you do the work, and you don't see many results. Your videos don't get views, your posts don't get comments. The biggest mistake that we all make is that we're putting offers out there, no one sees them, no one wants them, no one needs them. Okay, so there's a lot of work, a lot of heavy work that is happening in this season, and we feel lonely and we feel that everything is heavy. So like I said, the biggest mistake is that in here, many of us, we're trying to sell before we have any foundation, before we're building any trust with our audience, before they believe in us, before they see that what we're actually trying to sell is working for them. So this is the foundation season, and we can look at it from the spring perspective. It's paired with the spring, because in spring, we're putting the seeds in the ground, we're watering everything, and we just wait for the crop to grow. Now, the second season is the growth season. It's for visibility and connection. Here we are growing. The seeds, we start to see them coming up and start growing. So this is the season where most people think they should be all the time, especially those with a negative inner critic or imposter syndrome. Yeah? We think that um, we need to create more relationships. We need to put more content. We need to do more of the work, but we're not ready yet to sell to people. We're not ready yet to ask for money in return for our work. And many entrepreneurs, they get stuck in this growth system season, because they think that I'm not good enough yet to sell something. Although we have to go through this season to make the most out of it, we have to learn how to outgrow the season as well. So this season, it's the time when you show up, you do the hard work, okay? Again, even if you will not see much results, but you build trust with your audience and others, because now people, they will start thinking, ha, I've seen this video from you on YouTube. You shared this resource. That thing you post on Instagram really resonated with me. Let me join your community and see what else you have there. So when they join, you start building trust, connections. You start creating these relationships, and you start growing with every single member that you have in your community, in your audience. So again, here on the other side of the coin is that some entrepreneurs, they want to monetize too soon. As soon as they see that some people, they will join the community, some they will ask about what they do, they send a DM, they start commenting, they will start throwing offers out there. On the flip side is the other type of entrepreneurs who are forever afraid to put any offers out there. This is a season who we must think and plan before we go through. And we need to understand when is the time to come out of this season. And of course, so this season is kind of paired with the summer season that we see. So after we are growing, we have the monetization season. Finally, it's time to put the offers out there and to make some money. Okay, but believe it or not, this is a very short but intentional season, and it's not constant state. We're not forever making money. Don't get me wrong, we make money monthly, but there is a specific time when we make the most amount of money, and then we slow down to focus on other things, and then again we go through the seasons. Okay, so in this season, you invite people to work with you. You put call to actions to actually buy your thing, to sign up for your program, to join your group coaching if that's what you do. In here, you talk clearly about your offer. You're not only inviting people into your group, your membership, but you speak about what is it that you do, how your program one-to-one works. You can send them the offer, literally send them a PDF, a file with your full offer description. So in this season, we sometimes tend to mess up things in two ways. We're trying to sell to that audience who is not ready to buy yet, or we feel scared or not ready to speak about our offers. So again, before we go into the season, it must be planned how to do it. Okay, we must look at our audience, at what stage our audience is. Um, I've created a different video. There's another video in the classroom if you want to watch it, where I speak about the different stages of our audience, where they are, if they're aware, unaware, ready to buy, so on and so forth. Because depending on those stages, we are formulating our offers as well. If we are giving them any offers, we're making them any offers, sorry. So for this season, we must prepare ourselves mentally and strategically. Okay. And then the final season. So this season, it's paired with the autumn season, because what we do in the autumn, we pick up the crop. That's the time to collect everything that we planted in the first season, the foundation. In the spring, everything is grown. Now, during the autumn season, it's time to pick up everything that we need to pick up. And then finally,
Alexandra,
Yes, yes, tell me.
I'm very sorry. I've been trying to raise my hand. I'm not sure if you were able to see me.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Tell me.
okay, awesome. I have a question.
Yes.
Can you spend some time on the timeline? Because here's the thing though. I feel like I'm at a point in my business where I am climbing that cringe mountain. You know, where I have enthusiasm, but then I also have imposter syndrome, where people can sometimes pick up on both. Okay?
Yes.
So but of course the goal at this time in my growth journey is to just show up, do the best, show up every single day. So I want to ask you this, if you can spend some time on the timeline, like in your experience, what timeline have you seen around people that are going through this, like the first phase where they're introducing themselves, the second phase where they're introducing their work, and then third phase where people are actually buying? If you have to give us a timeline to that, what would you say to that?
It's a bit hard to define a timeline because it depends a lot where you are now in the business. Like you are alone in a business, say, so like we are working together, but you are one person business. So it depends on how fast you grow, how much time you have to invest on your business, but where you are actually with your business. You are right in the beginning right now. So probably you will need to spend maybe because for you, what I'm seeing right now, you are in the foundation. You are building the foundation now because we're trying to clarify your offer now and to test the offer if it's working for the members that are coming now into your community. So for now, it's the foundation season for you. And the way I'm seeing your business at the moment, perhaps you'll be in this season for about 3 months to say so. You need to give it time to build a foundation. Then monetization, usually it will be maybe 1 month to start with. Okay, it's not going to be forever. Now if we look, because I was about to say about the integration season, this is like paired with winter. Everyone gets more indoors, and people tend to reflect a lot during the winter time. So um, this is in this season, you work with your clients as well, but you reflect on your work and you improve your work, and you also restore your energy because you're doing less of number two, the growth, and three, where you speak a lot about your offer. But we also, this will most of the time, because we reflect and we want to improve, will lead back to number one, to see, okay, if I want to grow my business, automatically I have to work on my foundation to extend my foundation. Think of like a building. You have a foundation about this size, and the building can grow this size. Now, if you want to add more levels to your building, you have to extend the foundation as well. So once we are going through the season number four, we're going back. If you look at this, it's going round and round. Okay, so the timeline will heavily depend how many cycles you've gone through, your experience, the team that you have behind you, um, your visibility. Like say someone like Alex Hormozy, okay, he will spend now probably he will spend just a few days on the foundation, depending on what he wants to achieve this year. He might spend like literally under a week, a few days discussing with the team. Then growth, he might spend 4 5 months in the growth, and then spend literally heavy on selling. For him, this year 2025, the monetization was his book launch. The amount of time that he worked, he stayed in the growth season for the book launch was, I think it was nearly a year when he started speaking about the book, planting the seeds, and so on and so forth, going heavily in his YouTube and everything that he's been doing. So these seasons depend a lot on where you are right now in with your business and the things that you can do as well, because there's no point rushing through or giving yourself too much time. Like I said in here, in the growth season, many entrepreneurs who struggle with the negative inner critic, the imposter syndrome, they're getting stuck. So they need someone to pull them out. Hey, you spent enough time. You build the audience. People trust you. People like you. They understand what you're selling. Now it's time for you to move, to go into monetization season. Does it make sense, Q?
Yes, yes, very much. This is very good. Thank you.
Yeah. This is why it's really helpful to have a coach by your side or to be part of a group where you have guidance, because sometimes when we are alone we tend to get lost and we're not sure, we're afraid to speak with people, to put offers there, to move from one season to another. So having guidance, someone can acknowledge, okay, enough work has been done for this season, now it's time to move towards the next one. Yeah. So why, what's all these things, the seasons, the questioning, the growth season has to do with growing your business. Even if you feel overwhelmed and you don't know what you're doing right now, well, when you ask yourself, when you get super super clear on who do I want to become, you're acknowledging what you have right now and what you can build upon and develop the skills that will help you achieve your ultimate goal. And by knowing where you want to go, you are able to install this system, the growth system. And by acknowledging the season where you are in, you are ready to do the specific work for that season where you are right now. Like I said earlier, if now it's winter and you want to go and have a lovely tan on the beach, it's not really going to work. If we are, if you are currently in the foundation season, the very first season, you will know that you need to work on the system, to install the system, to validate your offer, to put content out there and see how people respond to what you put out there. If you are in the growth season, you'll know that you need to spend more time on the content and lead magnet. And when you bring people in your community to speak with them, to create relationships, to get closer to them. If you are in the monetization system, you'll know that you can now, it's time to spend, it's time for you to spend more time on your offers, putting offers out there. And integration, the final season, is your client success, working with them, refining what you are doing, looking how you can improve your systems of work, what you're doing with your client. Do you want to move from the one-to-one work to group coaching? Do you want to, perhaps the other way, if you're doing more group coaching and you want to take on one-to-ones, so on and so forth? Does it make sense to all of you what I have explained in here, and the flow from who do I want to become and why it matters for you to know, to get super clear on the things that you have to do to be able to grow a business? You can put a thumbs up or yeah. I don't see the comments if anyone is um think if I yeah. Okay, now I got I can see the questions. Cool. So before we go, this weekend, if you have time tonight, when you have 20 minutes, half an hour for yourself, I recommend you go through this exercise. First, get clear on who do you want to become this year. Start with the end of the year. In December 2026, what's the version of you? And then do the reverse engineer system. From there, breaking it down into what you have right now and how you can build upon that. Forget about new version of you, right? Forget about changing everything. Forget about doing all that. Just look at what you have right now and how you can build upon that. to reach the final version at the end, 30th of December 2026. And then once you know that, look at your business and try to put it down on the paper. Do you have a clear offer? Do you know your audience? Do you know who is it that you're speaking to? Do you know how to clearly formulate your message to reach your audience? Do you have a system in place for sales that makes it easy for you, that it doesn't require you to be pushy on sales and spend every single day on sales calls when you can do something a lot more beneficial with your time? That, of course, that time is spent on growing your business or doing the things required for your business. And then, are you happy with the work that you are doing with the clients? Are they getting the results that you're promising them to get? Are your clients speaking um, loudly about you? Are they happy with what they do they get the results? Do you need to change anything in your program? Can you bring something new in a program that is going to help them achieve even greater results or faster or anything like that? And then once you get the results with these people, are you actually capitalizing on those results, the testimonials? Are you sharing them? Are you speaking loudly about the results that your clients are getting for others to see? Yeah. And then once you go through the growth system, you're getting clear on that. Try to figure out where you are. What season is your season right now? Are you in the foundation, the growth? It's time for you to now. And another thing that I want to mention, just in case it's not clear, I know that I said the foundation season is kind of paired with the autumn, then growth, summer, monetization. No, foundation was spring, then autumn, then summer, then autumn, so on and so forth. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that foundation, every single time we start January 1st, the first 3 months, or the one, it means that you have to go through foundation. Then when we go through summertime, you have to go through growth season. No, it's not like that. Outside, it can be summer, but for you, it can be the foundation season in the business. Okay? I don't want you to get confused on these things, just in case I was not too clear. So you have to look at where you are right now, what season you are right now in your business. And once you get clear on all these, okay, now I know what I need to focus on, right? And once you know what you need to focus on, that's your work that's going to be done for the next 4 weeks, 2 months, whatever time needs you to have the transition from one season to another. Are you guys clear with this? Do you have any questions? Thank you, Serena. Felicia, thank you. Okay, cool. So I will download this the recording. I'm gonna put it in the classroom for you if you wanna watch it again. If you wanna take any screenshots for the seasons or anything, and if you have any questions, you can post them in the group, or you can even DM me if needed. And I will strongly suggest you guys to do this quick exercise this weekend and see how you feel about it. And um, as well, when I'm gonna post it, if you wanna let me know if you find this workshop helpful, if you find any benefit for the workshop, I will very much appreciate it. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate it. And Felicia, I appreciate it. Cool. If that's all, I will Q, you good?
Awesome. Thank you. I
Thank
am
you.
I'm so glad we did this.
Thank you. I appreciate you all for joining, for being here with me, for listening to me. And I'll catch you all in the community. Okay? Enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Take care for now. Bye bye.